Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to today's airsofting video. My name is Max, and what I'm going to talk about today is the price points between the ever so famous now Elite Force Glock and the Wii Tech. Which one is better, and is it worth the price? That's what we're going to talk about today, since that is kind of like a controversy type thing, since again the Elite Force Glock is stupidly expensive. We'll talk about if it's worth it or not, so hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty, so the Elite Force Glock has been kind of like a hot topic when it comes to price on this thing because it is insanely expensive. And I mean, for a pistol for $169.99, it is definitely up there for an airsoft pistol. Again, this is for Elite Force. This is the Glock 17 Gen 4, the semi-automatic version, green gas. For those of you that have seen my unboxing and review video of this bad boy, nothing but positive things for this gun. I mean, just kudos across the board. I've been using it for a while. I'm going to work on a shooting review for you guys soon. And I just cannot find one thing that I think is imperfect with this. Of course, other than the price, of course, is one of my things I'm a little like with. It's a little bit up there. But everything else kind of, it makes sense why this thing is so expensive. I mean, we'll just talk about quality as one. So quality of this is incredible. It is very well made, very nice materials used, trademarked to the T. And it is pretty much compatible with a lot of parts and magazines from the other Glock replicas that are out there. So again, it's kind of cool. The reason why this is so expensive is you have to remember now, this is a officially licensed product by Glock themselves. So that trademark right there is what you're probably paying 30% of that cost of that $169.99. That alone just probably goes to the trademark, and then of course the rest is going to be covering material costs, the labor to build these things and to test them, and of course the logo. So that's kind of where in the end that all adds up to $169.99. So again, that's why this is so expensive. Most of it is just having to do with that logo. Now, I want to compare to another airsoft Glock out there, which you guys are very familiar with, which is Wii Tech. So Wii Tech, what I have in front is the standard Glock 17 with the chrome polished slide. This is a green gas airsoft Glock. And for this one, it's significantly lower for price. These things can go as low as 80 bucks. I bought this from Airsoft Global for $80, and then of course the freight to get it here to the States was pretty hefty, so it almost ended up costing me maybe closer to $110 with the freight included. But still, with freight and everything included, this thing is still like $60 less than the Elite Force Glock. So you question why. And considering this is international retail and international shipping, it's still like $60 less than the Elite Force Glock. So with this one, there is no authentic Glock trademarks. They basically got away with not, having to pay Glock for any of their replica pistols. So of course, in the past, there's been multiple lawsuits against this company and any airsoft retailers that sold this product without Glock's consent. So again, that's why these things were so dirt cheap, and they still are when you find them. You're definitely going to have more luck finding them on the overseas international airsoft retailers as opposed to here in the mainland US. Again, just because Wii isn't exactly one that got permission to create these replicas. So again, since there's no authentic replica of the logo or anything like that, the extra money isn't needed. The only thing they're really charging here is for the materials, the build quality, and the labor involved to make this thing, and testing it, of course, as well. And I gotta say, for 80 bucks, it's not bad. Like, look at this finish on the slide. It's beautiful. Like, it is to the T, very, very clean, very good quality metals. It definitely is a little heavier than the Elite Force Glock, which tells you that the slide is much thicker of a metal. So they really took their time with, using materials to make this thing really nice. Of course, there's controversy as well because WeTech is known for their crappy outer barrel that tends to split down the middle. Again, I have yet to see that happen, knock on some wood. But there are instances where that's happened to a few people, and that's caused, it's caused, WeTech to have this bad reputation with crap parts, just because it happened to a good amount of people. But anyway, back to comparing, prices between the two. Now, you have pretty much, like, if I were to compare to, let's say, I don't know. To be honest, let's say this is like I'll compare game systems. This is the Xbox One, officially licensed and amazing, as you guys all know. And then you have the Chinese knockoff to save on cost, but it's basically like the same thing, and they trademark it as something as their own, like I don't know. But anyway, comparing, it's almost like real and authentic, cheap and similar to the authentic, I guess. So that's kind of what these really compare to. This is luxury considered. This is kind of middle grade. Again, price point very cheap, about 80 bucks. This price point, $169.99. This one would probably fare with Tokyo Marui because they're in the same price range just about. And also KSC Glocks are also pretty much in like the $180 price range as well. But again, you're paying for that extreme quality, the trademarkings, and so on. So again, that's why there's such a high price difference between these two manufacturers is, for the most part, the logo. The logo plays a huge role. If this didn't have a logo and we were able to just get this out without having to pay Glock logo costs, this thing would probably be 130 bucks. I would probably just take a stab at that and probably guess that that's what that would cost to produce this thing and sell it. So again, that's kind of a quick video on just the price points between the two. There isn't really that much difference in terms of BB capacity, FPS, what type of magazine it takes. A lot of these are very similar. Of course, the WeTech is a little bit hotter in terms of FPS by maybe like 20 or 30 FPS. Magazines basically fit each other no problem. The materials somewhat similar, but again, nothing huge, but the price is just complete, complete difference when it comes to comparing them. But anyway, that's everything I kind of have to share in regards to the pricing of these two pistols, and just really in the end, the question, is being asked, is it worth it? Well, it depends. For those of you like myself even, that love Glocks and it's the best pistol, whatever your reasoning is behind it. If you have a strong need and this is your favorite pistol, I don't see why not. That's why I went with it, because I love it, and I am glad I did get this thing because it is beautiful. The best Glock I have ever owned, ever, out of my entire Glock collection that I have. This is the best, and I will definitely recommend that you guys just, drop that money, because you will not regret it at all. And my previous reviews will definitely showcase this and really show you that it is in fact worth it. So again, WeTech is not bad. I would recommend this if you maybe can't afford the Elite Force Glock. Again, it's expensive, totally understandable. But the WeTech is an awesome replica to go with if you're, you only have about $100 to spend on it, because that $100 will definitely cover this, except, maybe shipping will be a little bit extra, but still $100 you can cover probably 95% of this cost to get it to you and for you to finally start using it. So two different worlds when it comes to cost, but I would definitely recommend the Elite Force Glock. Not hating on Wii or anything, but it definitely beats Wii by a mile in terms of everything that they've done with their engineering. Very awesome job. But anyway, to summarize, that's kind of what I think of this comparison between the price points for these two companies. Didn't really mention KJW because WeTech and KJW are basically the same in terms of price and everything else, so it's not really much to mention. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like, and if you have any questions, leave a comment, please. And then for those of you Glock lovers, I have a Glock playlist as well that showcases everything that I've ever made with Glocks. There's tons of videos there, so something that you'll probably enjoy. So I would subscribe, and you'll get more taste of just Glock anything, because that definitely comes probably on a weekly basis with some kind of Glock related video. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. You have an awesome day.